Greetings and welcome to Mind Over Number. This is Karanda, your spiritual coach, intuitive reader, and numerologist, clearing my space for this Life Path 5 reading. Before we get started over here, we always give thanks to the Divine Mother, Father, God, who helps me interpret all these messages in the way they are meant to be received. So if you don't know how to calculate your life path number, just add the single digits of your birth year to the single or double digit of your birth month and add that to the single or double digit of your birthday. If you want to know more about the method I use or the esoteric practices when it comes to numerology that I offer on the channel, make sure you're subscribed and check out the numerology info playlist that I do have on the channel. Now, your life path is the sum of your life experiences, right? It's not necessarily who you are, it is who you are becoming. If you also would like to dive deeper into your numerology chart as a whole or want to book a personal reading or numerology report, you can check out my services through the link in the description box below the video. Now, if you are the life path of 5, you came in here to learn and embody the energy of 5. And 5 is the number of adventure, of change, of versatility. It is that number in the middle of a cycle. So it's constantly seeking out different modalities and skills and experiences in order to bring a more adaptable persona and exchange in its environment. So 5 energies are very flexible, they're very independent, they're very curious, and they're very eager to learn and explore new things. But the challenge with 5 is that constant need for change, which can bring on restlessness, difficulties with commitment, being easily distracted, and of course, staying disciplined and grounded because they don't like the constriction, and so they can have troubles finishing whatever it is they start off to do. That is the life path of 5. Now, before I get into this reading, this particular one is about don't eat the lotus. And I'm going to post a link to that video if you haven't watched it. But generally, this is about potential threats that we don't always see, right? These are illusions, distractions, things that keep us off our path, off our purpose. But because they don't happen in a physical way, we can sometimes miss the root cause of a problem. Right before things manifest in the physical, they manifest in the mental, emotional, and spiritual planes. And we could be distracting ourselves or forming, illusions or doubts or behaviors that we escape into that are keeping us from completing what it is that we came in here or came on this earth to experience. With all that being said, I'm ready. So let's get set and let's go. Oh, look at that. We've landed on platform 9 3/4. Because that is a Harry Potter die, and I'm Team Slytherin. Now, you may be like Harry, who discovered he was meant for something greater than himself, and he's on the cusp of transitioning from his muggle life into the wizarding world. The number 9 could also be significant. I am going to attempt to get 9 cubes out of this bag. But whatever happens, happens for a purpose, right? A divine purpose. And I don't have 3/4 of a die. I just don't. I cannot make that happen. I think it would just become a whole. But Now, these could be your signs or the signs of some you are dealing with, or just significant energies for this message. Always take it as it resonates and leave what does not. Don't make any part of this message fit. But if it does, that could be a sign in synchronicity for you to pay attention. Alright, we have Aquarius, Pisces, Sagittarius, Virgo coming out here. You or someone else will be born on the cusp of Aquarius Pisces season. We also have the dates of March 21st through April 19th, October 23rd through November 22nd. So something could have occurred, has occurred, or will occur during those time frames. That could also be the time for your birthday or someone else. Those are Aries and Scorpio seasons. Then we have the elements water, air, and fire missing earth. But we also have the goat energy here. And the goat is a symbol of overcoming challenges and obstacles, or having something, challenging, blocking us, but we are built to overcome it. We simply just have to take it one step at a time. With the element of earth missing, with this combination of water, air, and fire, I'm getting that we've been dealing with a lot of emotional upheaval. Okay, water is emotions, air is our mentality, fire is our passions and our desires. But we're lacking right now, it seems, in earth energy, which is about being grounded, being practical, being stable. This could be our energy right now, or could be in reference to, Aries or Scorpio seasons, but we'll jump into this to see what the message is for the illusion keeping my life path 5 stuck. This could, of course, resonate at any point in time and space, just whenever the message gets to you. Because everything is really just happening right now. The eternal one. So, what is the distraction for my 5s right now? What is the illusion? 9 of Swords. We've got a huge mental cloud over us about a lot of past experiences that have kept us in our head, kept us up all night, a lot of negative self-talk, a lot of replaying things over and over and over and over again in our head. We're over analyzing things to the point where we can't sleep. Right? That restless energy. So what have we lost sight of by being in this energy? 6 of Wands. It's like we're overwhelmed with so much grief, we aren't seeing that light at the end of the tunnel. It's a big feeling of not feeling accomplished or getting the recognition that you feel like you deserve. How is this affecting you right now? How is this affecting 5? 5 of Swords. And it's a lot of anxiety. Way too much energy is going on in our crown, the part that is connected to source. I'm feeling like a big disconnection from our creativity. What is the root cause of this? Ace of Wands. That's what I'm feeling. You know, the Ace of Wands is that creative passion, that spark that gets things going. But it's like we've lost that spark due to us not feeling recognized for our talents, our intellect, even just the way that we interact with people. I'm getting like the way we communicate. It's just it's like we're just not connected to our source, our divinity, our authenticity. We're not connected into the present moment. We're overwhelmed by a lot of like competitiveness. I don't even want to say it. Yeah, it's like this needing to like the need to always argue or to be right. Yes, that's what that feeling is. Okay. What will help fives at this time? What will help them bring them back? Seven of Swords. So you need to plan better. It's like we're making long-term decisions based off of temporary actions or temporary emotions or temporary people, and we have this big feeling that it's going to last forever, right? It's like we're stuck in the middle of our own cloud. And it's not like we're trying to get help, we're trying to it's like we've avoided moving past something altogether. Final card. Four of Swords. Temperance at the bottom. It's like because we wanted to feel like we were right, we were successful, our ego or our pride or our fears got in the way of our connection with other people. And now we're feeling like it's like a hint of jealousy or envious that other people have things that we don't. It's a lot of swords here. Swords and wands, right? It's a battle of egos. It's a battle of your mind with your your other mind, okay? Like if you're a male, they say you have two heads, right? So it's like even if you're a female, sometimes that the root. Okay, so what I'm getting here is that we're having a hard time making decisions between our head, which head to listen to, because the crown chakra is directly connected to the root chakra, and the root chakra deals with our security, our foundation, our passions, our desires. Our crown is connected to source, divinity, authenticity, truth, our intuition. And so when we feel something deeply towards something, well, if you're a male, it's noticeable as opposed to a female. But when you feel really passionate towards something on a spiritual level, because the crown is directly connected to the roots, well, that's the first signal that things are in alignment. And people may think that the chakra system runs up and down, but it's really a circle. Okay, so everything is always interconnected, right? It doesn't just cut off at the crown and from the root. It's a channel of energies that cycle um, within each other. But I'm getting like there's a big obstacle when it comes to connecting with others because we haven't learned how to temper our fears, balance out our emotions. Because it's like this feeling that we should know or be doing something better than everyone else. But with this Four of Swords here, with the final outcome, this is a card of rest, reflection, recovery, healing. And so I feel like once we get out of our heads and stop trying to, fight or defend your ego, we can realize where this pain and grief and sorrow is really coming from. It's I feel like a heavy grieving process is here. It's like we experienced some major loss or setback, but we didn't take the time to actually grieve that loss or lay something to rest. Clarify the Nine of Swords. Okay. Get over yourself, pull your ish together, help people, give back, do good ish for humanity. Yeah, it's It's like this idea that everyone's out to get you or hurt you, or it's being locked down by your worst night. Like, okay. Very, very chaotic energy. Okay. It's like the worst possible thing you thought could happen happened, and we're having a hard time coping with that. Six of Wands. Allow that ish to come to you. Don't effing force it. And what I'm getting here, it's like we are capable of so much more, but we're trying to sort of control a narrative instead of just allowing people to see you for who you truly are. We're trying to paint a picture that's not really the full story. It's like we don't want to let people see what we've gone through. Five of Swords. Ish could be so much worse. Be effing grateful. It's like we need to be more grounded in the present. You know, the Five of Swords is a lot of arguments, it's a lot of fighting, it's a lot of disagreements back and forth. It's going through all those stages of grief. It's, wanting to win at all costs, but at what cost? If it's not going to affect you 5 minutes from now, don't spend more than 5 minutes on it, right? Anytime you get into a situation with someone, you have to ground yourself in that present moment and really think about, how is this going to affect me in the long term? Is this a temporary situation that I may need to really just sleep on or think about? Just put it in the cart. You don't have to buy it, right? Put a pin in it. Ace of Wands. Loosen the F up. Control freaks don't get laid. U equals tight behind, and that's interesting that that's falling on that Ace of Wands, which is very strong sexual energy. And so this is coming from, our roots and our sacral chakra. Or there's an imbalance when it comes to those areas. Like we're holding back, repressing a lot of things in the past, and it's a lot of negative self-talk, but our ego is getting in the way of our ability to connect with other people. Seven of Swords. Ask if an expert. Don't rely on your friends or the internet. Listen to a damn professional, and this is what's going to help you get back to your center. It's if we feel like We don't want to talk to other people or reach out to people. That's usually the times where we really need to. Or if we're seeking validation from people who haven't even gone through what we've been through, they're not going to be the best source to gain information from. Four of Swords. Eat some ish made by Mother Nature. Eat your effing veggies, and it's fallen in the reverse on this Four of Swords. So yeah, it's definitely time to take care more of your mental health, is what I'm getting. With all this sword energy. Because your mental is always connected to your foundation as well. Right? If we're not able to picture a better way of being, it's going to be difficult to move forward into a new way of being. And so right now, it's like we're stuck replaying our past actions and taking things that are temporary to be something meant for the long term. But everything is always temporary. How long that lesson or that experience occurs is always up to you. Final I am card. I am love with a 1 on the card. Number 1 could be significant. The first or the first month, first day of any month. 1 is forward movement. It is, fresh starts, new beginnings. It's very forward thinking. It's thinking about how I want to move forward in my own identity. I am love. I may not have always made the right choices, but I did my best. I have so much love to give, and everyone around me can feel it. I am given a clean slate every single day to be the best version of me that I can be. I'm forgiven. I am love. Right? When you understand that you are love, right? You don't have to do anything to be that because that's what you are. And part of being a divine being created from love is that forgiveness is part of the package. Because really, there's no reason to forgive anything because you're simply doing what you were designed to do, which is to simply be. That is the message I have for you right now, Fives. If any of that resonated with you, please like the video. If it did not, I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you for joining me, and I love you.